Lamer had just returned from the 24/7 superstore, the only place open late at night where he could buy a pack of cigarettes. He lived alone in a small, old house on the outskirts of town. It was a chilly and moonless night, and a feeling of unease settled over him as he entered his dimly lit home. After locking the door behind him, Lamer couldn't shake the strange sensation that something was amiss. The air felt heavy, and the silence was suffocating. He remembered locking all the doors and windows before leaving, but as he looked around, he noticed one of the windows was wide open, curtains rustling in the cold breeze. Fear began to creep into his mind. He cautiously moved through the house, double-checking every window and door, securing them tightly. The house remained shrouded in eerie silence. It was then that he noticed something odd on his wall. A digital calendar illuminated the room with its faint, eerie glow. Its numbers showed it was Friday the 13th. A shiver ran down his spine as he realized the significance of the date. Superstitions about Friday the 13th and its associations with bad luck and supernatural occurrences flashed through his mind. He tried to shake off his fear, chalking it up to coincidence and paranoia. After all, he was a rational person, not one to be easily swayed by superstitions. Lamer decided to light a few candles to dispel the oppressive darkness that seemed to linger in every corner. The flickering flames cast eerie shadows on the walls, making the room feel even more unsettling. He desperately needed the comfort of a cigarette to calm his nerves. As he reached for the pack of cigarettes on the table, the candles suddenly extinguished, plunging the room into complete darkness. Lamer froze, his heart pounding in his chest. He could hear a faint, whispering sound, like the distant murmurs of a ghostly presence. He strained his ears to listen more closely. The whispers grew louder and more menacing. Lamer felt an icy breath on his neck, and a paralyzing fear took hold of him. He fumbled for his phone, his trembling fingers barely able to dial 911. The dispatcher answered, and he managed to convey his terror. While waiting for the police to arrive, Lamer huddled in a corner, clutching the pack of cigarettes like a lifeline. The minutes stretched into an eternity, and the sinister presence in the room seemed to grow bolder, its whispers intensifying. When the police finally arrived, they found Lamer in a state of utter distress, and they conducted a thorough search of the house. They found nothing unusual, no intruders, and no sign of any disturbance. Lamer's sanity was questioned, and the police attributed the bizarre experience to stress and superstition. As they left, Lamer couldn't help but feel that he had narrowly escaped something truly malevolent. He never spent another Friday the 13th in that house and, from then on, became a firm believer in the haunting power of superstition, forever haunted by that night when the line between the real and the supernatural had blurred in terrifying ways.